It's open door season. How about you? But I just praise the Lord for his mighty hand. And I say, welcome to Bill Simmons Ministry, where I give God all the praises, all the honor, and we just worship him. We thank him. And first off, I want to also thank my wife for all of her hard work and her pushing me to go forth and the visions that God has given me. So I thank my wife, Jeanette Hammond Simmons, for all of her work. And we thank our leadership, Apostle Thedford Brinkley and Prophet Ernestine Brinkley, for their love and their guidance. And we just thank God. I thank God for my family, my sons, all my relatives, my fraternity brothers, my friends, my fellow veterans, my his vineyard. I thank the Lord for you. I thank the Lord for you. I thank the Lord for you. I thank the Lord for our children who are our future. I have 5 initiatives that God has allowed to place on me, if you will. You know, you want to go after your passion. And my 5 initiatives or 5 passions, I'm going to share it with you. It's spiritual empowerment. First and foremost, there's God first, and the rest will follow. Second, educational empowerment. Our children have to get the greatest education possible. Every child, not just a select few. And my third is financial empowerment. Saving, all of those terms, because what our people do perish because of the lack of knowledge. And then teacher salary empowerment. That's dear to me. My mother was an educator, my aunt was an educator, my cousin retired principal, another cousin is in the educational field, my brother's an educator, one of my other cousins is an educator, and I started off in 1996 at A. Bryan Mary Elementary School. Oh my God, I thank the Lord for that experience. I actually took care of a cerebral palsy young man. I had to change him, feed him, and try to teach him. Every child is very important, regardless of their academic level, if you will. And our teachers are very important. Teachers are the foundation, really, for this world system, if you will. The teachers prepare individuals, students, to become successful people in our society. So I'm going to fight for increase in teacher salary. That is another passion of mine. And lastly, the 5th one, since I'm a veteran, is veterans empowerment. Many veterans are not getting their disabilities, and I hate to say it, some are not getting the proper care that they need. I am going to fight for it. I've been doing that for about 30 years. Been in education, started in 1996, that's what, about 24 years. And I'm just grateful to the Lord. Been in ministry now. Let's see, I was first called to ministry in 2007, so that was about what, 12 years. And then this coming year will be my 12th year as far as my initial license into the ministry. And so I'm just grateful, but I'm launching Bill Simmons Ministry, and I'm going to verbalize and teach, if you will, the 5 initiatives which I just told you about. I'm going to read them one more time. Spiritual empowerment. We have got to embrace the word. Veterans empowerment, whether it's American veterans, whether it's English veterans, whether it's Canadian veterans, veterans who serve their country deserve their compensation, especially when they become ill or they become sick, they become injured. They deserve to get their right compensation. They deserve to get the best medical care. They deserve it, and I'm going to fight for it. So in order, to do the things I'm talking about, it takes money. And so I am asking if you would consider seeding into Bill Simmons Ministries to help me do the 5 initiatives that God has placed on me. Am I going to be able to do all this by myself? Obviously not. No one can do everything by themselves. God will send people to help me. I do have one person who is running for a political office, and he and I sort of teamed up, if you will, and some other individuals I've been talking with as well that are doing great things with civil rights, human rights, and just doing what's right by people. So anyway, with Bill Simmons Ministry, if you like to sow a seed to my ministry, and I pray that you will, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do PayPal. It's under Simmons Diversified Services at yahoo.com. And then the telephone number for that too is 803-463-3163. And if you have the Cash App, you can use $, Bill Simmons, and Simmons obviously is spelled with 2 M's, and the number 7. So that's the Cash App symbol, which is $, symbol, Bill Simmons 7. And then if you're using the Venmo, you can join that if you will. And my number for that account is 803-463-3163. So those are the 3 ways. You can go to PayPal if you like, which is Simmons Diversified Services at yahoo.com. And the telephone number 803-463-3163. Or you can also use the number 843-254-8931. Or the Cash App symbol, the $ symbol, which is Bill Simmons 7. And then the Venmo, which is VEMO. You can join that if you like. And the number to submit any type of love offerings, seedings toward my ministry is 803-463-3163. Now I want to show you that I'm very serious about what I do. I've been fighting for veterans for about 89 years. Just ask some people from my unit from the 251st Evac Hospital of Columbia, South Carolina. So I've been invited to attend the Congressional Black Caucus 2020 National Black Leadership Summit, which is going to be in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. It really surprised me when I received an email from Congressman Karen Bass, who's the chairman, of inviting me. I thought it was a hoax. I'm just going to be totally honest. Anybody can I'm going to be honest to you. I thought it was a hoax. And so I called a guy who's running for office. He said, "Bill, I don't think it's a hoax." So the next day I called Congresswoman Karen Bass's office, and her receptionist confirmed, yeah, that is for real. So anyway, I just got my results on yesterday, and it says, Minister William, you're good to go. And I got my free ticket. Right here, it's kind of hard to see, so I'm showing you this because there's so many things that we all know going out in the world with spamming and scamming and everything else. So I want to just be honest with you so that you know. And it's going to be at the Capitol, Tuesday, February the 4th from 8 o'clock until 3. Obviously, the United States Capitol, Washington, D.C., and I have my ticket right here, and I'm grateful to God. So I'm very serious about what I'm doing. My wife is very serious about what she's doing. We're about people. We're about elevating people, uplifting people for God's glory. God expects for us to help each other. He expects us first and foremost to love each other. And when we love each other, we will help each other. So I'm hoping you will join Bill Simmons Ministry as God allowed me to tackle these 5 initiatives. And it's going to take one by one, I would suspect, because you can't do everything at one time. And if it does happen all at one time, 5 things, and so be it, then pray the Lord my strength to tackle 5 things at once. Again, you can't do everything by yourself, but you do the best you can, and you can continue to push, whether it's contacting congressmen, whether it's contacting mayors, whether it's contacting state representatives, state senators, Congress, whatever it takes. I'm going to do it, and I pray the Lord my strength in myself, and I pray the Lord his strength in you. So if you'd like to join Bill Simmons Ministries to help me do what God has allowed me to do, I appreciate it. Your seeds will help me work on the 5 initiatives, and it also will help me to go to Washington, D.C., because there's some things I want to I'm not sure I'm going to be talking. I'd like to be honest with you. I've been invited, but I do plan to mingle with as many congressmen as possible, and I got a few things I want to say. Now, Tim Scott, now I'll take that back, stand corrected. Senator Tim Scott from Charleston, South Carolina has met me. He and I have prayed before, and there's some things I have shared with him, and I want to meet with him again. So, and not and others as well. We have Congressman Jim Cliven as well. I have met him, but I've never had a real personal conversation, if you will, a lengthy conversation with him. But I have shook his hand and met him before, and so it's about even though I'm going to the Congressional Black Caucus, I'm seeking what is right for all people. But we also got to remember, I'm just being totally honest, I'm African American. I also need to look out for my people as well as all people, and that's just being honest. Everybody else in the world looking out for their ethnic group, if you haven't noticed. And we as African Americans will look out for ours, but we don't want to turn our back on any ethnic group. But all ethnic groups should love and treat all people with loving kindness and respect, and try to uplift all people. All people God wants. He said he loves the world. That means black, white, green, purple, blase, blase. Let us do what's right in God's sight and watch God renew, if you will, the earth. And he'll do it if we do what's right in his sight. So I bless you. Again, I thank so many people. Again, I thank God first and foremost. I thank my wife. I thank our leadership, Apostle and Prophet Brinkley. I thank all my family, my fraternity brothers, my friends. I thank all veterans. I thank each and every one of you. I thank our young people who I've been fighting for a long time, since 1996, as far as being an educator. So I thank each and every one of you, whatever and whoever you are in your respective person. I say, I thank you. I bless you in the name of the Lord. I thank you in the name of the Lord. And I'm asking you to please help this cause and watch God bless you back, because you said the word of God said, give and it shall be given. So if you pour into me, God is going to pour into you, and as God allow me, so I can pour back into other people. It's about giving, so that it shall be giving unto us. So again, I thank you so very much for listening to me, taking your time to listen to Bill Simmons Ministries, because I will be coming on and uploading to the YouTube channels, and then into Instagrams and Facebook and all the social media that I possibly can. And again, I thank my wife so very much for getting all these techie things, if you will, like the words to choose, together to make all this possible. So God bless each and every one of you. Go out and help somebody. Go out and mentor to a child. Advocate for your teachers, who are the foundation of this world system, if you will, as far as creating engineers, doctors, lawyers, etc., etc., etc. So God bless you. Until next time, have a blessed day.